Hello everyone, it's Ice Cream Buddy Lauren. I've been getting questions and about what I did to get the girls to notice me, and what things that you should bring to their concert, or if you're gonna go see them in a showcase, what you should bring, and what I brought when I met them. Sorry, I'm kind of getting over a cold, so my voice is a little bit raspy. But anyways, when I went to go meet them, I really just didn't bring much. I was very unprepared. I brought a t-shirt that was running through time in Korean. I'm not going to try and attempt it because my Korean is horrible, but I got it from a website that I can put the link to in the description box below. Basically, I brought my phone to take pictures, but they weren't allowing them where I went, and I was at KCON in Toronto. Shout out to them because they made this all happen. Basically, the whole backstory is when I got my tickets, I got them as a birthday present early. I bought them early as a birthday present from my parents. They got them for me. And basically, I got second row tickets. And two people that they didn't show up. I think I said this in one of my previous videos, but they didn't show up for the concert. So me and this girl that was sitting to the left of me when we were in our original seats, we both moved up, and there was two people who were sitting beside me on the left in the front row, and the girl who was originally second row next to me on the left was on my right now. And so I talked to her. I don't remember her name. I don't, honestly, I'm sorry if you watch this, but I'm sorry I don't remember your name. Please let me know because I would love to talk to you more about it. Please leave a comment down below and I will respond to you. It's the girl who sat next to me. But basically when they first got on stage, they had to wait 30 seconds, which was awkward, for Glass Beat to start. So Sohan turned around and did a little bit of fan service and waved, and then they turned back around and did everything. When they said they were playing games, I was like, it's my birthday. Didn't think they actually heard me because I wasn't saying it that loud. And then after they played the games, they had free time, and that's where Umji was like, is this our time? Do we go on to the next stage? And MC's like, are you trying to tell me that you want me off stage? And it was really funny. But basically, yeah, I had this on the entire time. I got it at the convention. It was really cheap. I think I paid in US dollars even though we were in Canada. They accepted it for US dollars and they gave me back Canadian dollars. I got 3 of them. I gave one to Umji, and this was the second one. I don't remember where the other one is that I got. I don't remember if I gave it to somebody, but I bought 3 of them, and I wore this one, put one in Umji's gift, and then the other one maybe somewhere in my apartment, but I'm not quite sure. So basically, during the entire concert, they did a lot of fan interactions. The girl that was sitting to the right of me, she and I would basically yell their names whenever they got close to us. One point, Simbi was bringing the water back, and I yelled, Simbi! And she turned and looked at me, and I was like, ah! Screaming, major fangirling. I don't know. And then during Magustas 2, Yedin, she's off camera, and all of a sudden you hear this scream, and then she comes back on. And I think they really had fun playing with me and the girl that was sitting to the right of me because every time they would do something, we would majorly fangirl, oh my god, we'd be sitting there in the audience, oh, this really happened. We were sitting there like this because we were so happy that we were crying. And it was a lot of fun. And that was their favorite part, I think, was seeing the reactions of all the fans and seeing all the fans there. I don't think they knew that there was this many fans that were going to come because they were one of the smaller groups that came. There was, I'm not quite sure, I think Day 6 was there. Day 6 performed Sunday. So Friday, I don't know, Friday I think it was Veeks. I didn't go to Friday. I went Saturday. Saturday I went to Yozatsingu and got 7. And then Sunday it was day 6 and got 7, I believe. But I know got 7 performed both Saturday and Sunday. GFriend was there Saturday, and they got in that morning. So they were really tired because they just got off the plane, and I think it was 10 a.m. I was still driving because I drove all the way from the town that I live in all the way across the state through Canada, and that was like a 4.5 hour drive through Canada. Um, Basically, if I would go back again and do it again, I would probably bring either like paper or something. I didn't bring my albums because my albums are too precious to me. But I probably would have brought them and a permanent marker to see if I could get them to sign it, even though they weren't allowing signatures. Maybe they would have allowed it. But basically, when the translator said there is a fan's birthday, and I can understand that. The girls were like, "Oh, come here, come here!" It's on their special clips. It's under GFriend Official's channel, and it's a special clips GFriend in Toronto. Everything is there. The entire video is there. I was totally like standing on the side of the stage. I did not see what Una, Yutu, and Simbi were doing, telling me to come here when I was on stage. But as soon as they said that, the MC said stand up, and so I stood up, and Umji goes, come here, and I was completely shocked. I did not know what to do with myself. Basically, I did, and that's when Yedin went, yay, Ice Cream Girl. I didn't know that she was thinking of me as Ice Cream Girl, but apparently that's how I got the name Ice Cream Girl, is because of this, and she said it. So basically, yeah, after that happened, sorry for the shakiness. I'm on my computer. My video camera died, and I have to go get it fixed. After that all happened, they did high touch for the back sections, the people who got high touch, and then once they were done with high touch, they were removing the tables because they had the tables that separated the fans between Yota Tingu. And so when they were doing that, I was going to see if the girl and I were talking, we're like, let's see if Yedin will do the basse dance, her little chicken arm thing. So we started going, basse, oh, and Soan heard us. So Soan was on the other side, like we were on the right side and she was all the way on the left of the girls. She was basically the last person, the farthest one from us. She started doing it, and the girl next to me and we just died laughing. We're like, oh my god, that's so funny. She actually did it, and we were fangirling. But I talked to the MC, Terry, and he talked to their manager, and he pointed out to their manager. He was the one that was in one fine day when they went to the Philippines. And he looked at me and he said this. He did that. And so I was like, okay. Basically, I asked if I could take a group picture with just me and the girls. And I didn't think that it would actually happen. When their manager turned and looked at me and said, okay, I was like, oh my god, really? And then they were starting to line people up to take the group photos. So basically it was Yodo Tingu, the girls were just sitting in chairs, and they had 15 people come up at a time. Those 15 people, there would be some in the back, there would be half in the back and half in front of the girls. And so they would take pictures. So I had to wait until all that was over. And when they got to my row to go up, one of the security girls goes, come on, you have to go. And I said, I got told something else. And she looked at that MC and the translator and their manager just said, yeah, that I was right. So she's like, okay. So she waited there with me until it was done. And then after everybody filed out, I was the only one sitting in the audience. Like, this convention held about 4,000 people in the audience, and I was the only one. So, of course, all of Yota Tingu, they were looking at me. They had confused looks on their face. They're like, what's going on? And I was just laughing because I was like, I get all their attention. Like, seriously, like, this is way too much. I was a little bit overwhelmed still. It was a lot that was happening. Basically, when the security girl, I'm not going to say security guy because it was a female, she basically led me up to stage again, and all the girls, as soon as I get up there, their manager asked their translator, "Do you want me to take a picture with your phone?" So of course I opened my phone, I did the little camera thing, and I opened the camera and I handed it to him. And I was shaking. So I asked them if I could put my stuff down or if I had to keep it on. And they're like, "You can put it down." So basically, I turn around and I see Yaden and Simbi split in half. Like, literally enough room for me to sit. And they're both, Simbi was, "Sit here, sit here, sit here." And then Yaden, "Ice cream girl." And then Una goes, "I like your shirt." Because I was wearing rough. I was wearing that shirt. And I was like, "Oh my God, oh my God." So basically, as I sit down, I said to them, I mouthed to them, "Sorry, I'm not skinny." And I heard Anji and Yuju laugh because they're, of course, the only ones that can really understand as fluent English as I'm speaking. Um, their English is really amazing, and I have to say all the other girls, the other four, their English really improved. I was really impressed with Soan because from that time that the guy that was doing the video of the fan sign in Korea, and he was from Guam, how Umji had to translate everything for Soan to English, and then the fan said from English to Korean, so that Soan could understand. Soan really improved. She was able to keep a tiny, like, not that much, but she was able to, like, ask me, like, "Are you okay?" and, like, stuff, and, like, "How are you?" And they were able to keep some conversation. I'd say, though, Umji and Yutu, they were still amazing. They were able to understand everything I said. Anyways, I kind of got off track there. So when I sat down, I felt someone lean into me, and it was on my right side, and I was like, "So who's the one that's leaning on me?" Yaden was leaning in closer to me, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Okay, we're gonna take the picture," and I wasn't prepared. All of a sudden I hear Simbi, and she says, "Hatu," and I was like, okay, like totally zoned out and everything, but I was like, okay, that means heart. So I did this little thing, and I was gonna do it with my other hand too, but I didn't get it up in enough time. Then, like, all of a sudden and then everybody starts pointing their fingers at me, and, like, I see Simbi, and she's on my left, and she's going like this to me, and, like, literally looking at me, and then she goes like this, and I'm like, "What is going on? Why are you staring at me, girl?" But I thought it was hysterical. Um, I was still in shock that I was actually sitting next to them and taking a picture with them. And yes, it's a picture on my phone. I don't have my phone with me right now because it's dead, so I'm charging it. Sad fact. But it's still on my phone. I have it as my lock screen and my home screen. And that was seriously amazing. When I went out of there after the pictures were done, the girls said thank you when I was getting up to leave. And all I could say was 감사합니다, 안녕, like very, very basic Korean. They were speaking English to me, but I was very nervous, so I basically was kind of speaking like formally, but 안녕 is like really like two friends that you say. I was so nervous that I forgot almost all my Korean. I said, when I was going up there, I said 사랑해요. I love you. For those of you who don't speak Korean, 사랑해요 is I love you. And I told them that when I was going up there to take the picture with them. And then when I was leaving, I said 감사합니다, which is thank you, and 안녕, which is bye, but it's very informal. So I feel like it was kind of a bad thing. I feel kind of guilty for it, but something I really wish that I would have asked them to do is one of their songs, Two Time Pace. I really love that. Their songs, doing it double speed, and also seeing them do Bang Bang Bang, because I know how much they fangirl over that, and I really wish I would have asked them to do that, and that they would have done that, or at least a random play dance to see if Simbi really is more of the black hole or she's improved since Weekly Idol. But basically, I would say, if in conclusion and wrap up, if you're gonna go bring a permanent marker, one for them to sign something. If you can get fan signs, if you can give gifts, I would bring gifts if you can afford them. I got them some little gifts, and they took them at a booth outside the theater before we went in, and then they shipped them to their dorm in Korea afterwards, and then they got the gifts in their dorm. I gave them, like, of course, Aunty's my bias, so I gave her something different than the other five. I gave the other five, a water bottle that I use puffy paint to paint their names on it, a candy, and yeah, that's basically it. Something little. I made keychains with their names, GFriend, and their position on the team. I did that for all the girls, so I made each of the girls 3 of them. I made Solon one more because I did the rapper, and then I did Mommy because she's always the mommy to them. But basically I brought presents. I should have brought one of their albums to see if they would allow me to get it signed, and a pen, a permanent marker. But otherwise, I would make sure your phone is charged, because later that day when I went to my next concert, which was GOT7, I almost ran out of battery, and I still had to get from the venue to back to the hotel that I was staying at for the night. That's basically everything that happened. And when I got out of meeting them and taking the picture with them, I was walking around waiting, because I got out of there at like 6:30 from taking all the pictures with them. And then my next concert, GOT7, wasn't supposed to start until 8:30, but it didn't end up starting until 9, so I went in there at 8:30. So basically I was walking around for like 2 hours. I had a few friends with me, but a few of my other friends left. So I was at one point for like an hour, maybe I was walking around by myself, but it was fine because I was just like trying to like realize what just happened. I went upstairs because where they go out, there was an elevator, and like fans were able to wait there. And so there was me, and there was like 4 or 5 other fans, and I still had the ice cream on, and they go, "Oh my God, you're ice cream girl, I'm so jealous." And so apparently now, well, from that time, I started getting called ice cream girl. So the video cut out, so I'm sorry, but from that time, from when those people started saying, "Oh, you're ice cream girl," that's when I was like, "Oh, did I really gain the name ice cream girl now?" And it was funny because I was on Twitter a few days ago. I'm not big into Twitter. I'm more Instagram. But I got added into a group chat, and the person who added me, knew that about what happened because I was part of a fan page on Facebook. It's called GFriend International. It's amazing. They post in English. It's fans from all around the world. There's about 20,000 people on there. I post a lot on there. I can put the link down in the description box below also. But one of the admins of that page, he added me in to the group chat and said, "Oh yeah, this is Ice Cream Girl," and apparently everybody's like, "Oh my God, is it really Ice Cream Girl?" And "Oh my God, I'm so jealous." I got all these things, and I was like, "Really?" And then I posted on Twitter. I was like, apparently people know me as Ice Cream Girl from Canada, Malaysia, Philippines, Brazil, America. I was like, apparently that they know me, and somebody retweeted and said in their retweet of my tweet that, "Oh my, OMG, bro, it's really her." And I was dying laughing. I was like, so I'm now known as in the Buddy fan base as Ice Cream Girl. And I was like, I really do hope they remember me. I'm not quite sure if GFriend will remember me, but it's a long shot because they do have many, many fans for being only like 549 days in American time, but in Korean time, 550 days. Congrats, girls, 550 days since your debut. And they have this new album that was released, so I'm pretty sure they have a lot of fans that they have met, But I don't know if like they'll actually remember me because of course I'm an international fan and I've only met them once. But apparently most of the buddies know who I am. So yeah, I'll start, you can call me Ice Cream Girl, Ice Cream Buddy, but my name is actually Lauren. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. Leave a comment below if you have another question and I can answer it in another video. Other than that, subscribe to my channel because I'm going to start to be posting more videos and stuff about GFriend. I'm going to do more reaction videos to music videos when some of my other favorite groups have comebacks. I'll do a when I get my albums, I'll do a video about with me opening the albums and what photo cards I get. Yeah, other than that, I think I'll leave it here. So, bye everybody!